All right, quick update. The drive line is back in. I guess you can't really fucking see it, but the diff is in too. Everything's good to go. I haven't put the tranny fluid in yet, but I'll get to that. I tried to put the downpipe in, and all 3 of the studs are stripped. They were super fucking rusty. So I'm going to cut off the stock studs, drill them out, and install the new hardware that came with my ISR exhaust pieces. So, yeah, super fucking annoying. It's always like the last little bits that catch you slipping, but, yeah, I'm gonna get to it. Let's see if I can slow-mo some sparks flying.
Garrett.
God, that's so pretty. Fingers crossed. What's going on? I've got some bad news. I've been trying for the last 2 days to get it started, and it just won't start. It keeps turning over and over and over, but never fires. Pulled the harness, literally restarted from the beginning and put it all back together. Same result. I'm getting fuel to the injectors, but I don't believe that the injectors are actually firing. I'm going to double check that later on today when I find a Noid light. I am not getting spark, but I am getting power to the coil pack. So there's that. What else? So that's kind of where I'm at this point. I've checked the wiring. I've cleaned up a bunch. If you remember what it looked like before, there was like a shit show down there. Not really sure what the issue is. I'm probably just gonna end up slowly replacing things. I ordered a new igniter because my current igniter failed the continuity test, even though a lot of igniters will fail the continuity test but still fire correctly. But that's pretty much the cheapest physical piece that I can replace, so I'm just gonna start with the cheapest thing and work my way up, all the way up to the ECU. And that's gonna be a tough one because the ECU I have, which is the NA code for the later kooky version of the notch top SR20, is really hard to find. I have found one online and it's $250, I believe. And I don't like buying expensive used parts when there's a chance that they're gonna be dead on arrival anyway. So we may end up doing like a Haltech Elite, which is like $1,600, but I know it's gonna work and it can probably help me trace the problem that I'm having getting this started. So at this point, I can pretty much guarantee that it's not gonna be a 2-week start time like I had said in my previous videos. I was not expecting to run into this issue. The motor that was in here before worked fine. So yeah, I'm not really sure exactly what's going on, whether it's the crank angle sensor, but I don't think that isn't working, but that'll be next on my replacement list if the igniter doesn't work. So yeah, if you have any suggestions, I've cleaned all my grounds. All my ground locations have been sanded. I have a shit ton of grounds. I even bought the extra ground cable from Wiring Specialties. I have that to battery negative, and then 1, 2, 3. Where's the other one? Oh, 4. And yeah, it's painted around it, but underneath it, it's completely bare because I just kept it there while I painted. And then this ground, that comes back to here. And then this is the harness ground. So I really don't know. And it's a bummer because you just like these problems, you just like, it's so hard to troubleshoot sometimes. So yeah, not really sure what to do. And I don't think the S14 ECUs have a light, so I can't even see. I'm gonna have to probe. Well, I know it's getting power, the fuel pump's kicking on, so it's, I honestly just don't know. It's a bummer, but shit happens. I'm just gonna keep troubleshooting and we'll see where I get. I'll update periodically as parts come in and as my troubleshooting continues, but probably not gonna be any big action vids for a little while I blow all my money and figure out what this issue is. I'll see you in the next one. What up? Bonus footage alert. So I had been searching for chassis harnesses and because I'm gonna redo all my wiring essentially. So the chassis harness, the lower harness, the dash harness, the 2 fuse boxes in the engine bay, and the fuse box that sits on the driver's side kick panel area. I'm going to rip all that out and replace it. Clean harnesses are hard to find. They're either non-existent because they're just not for sale, or they're torn up. I somehow found someone that was willing to give me the entire body harness from headlight to taillight for one of my seats, my passenger seat that I'm not using. The Blitz cone filter, remember how I said that came with my math that the import company sent me? That and 60 bucks. So, no idea how I got that lucky. Just like the engine harness itself on eBay would be like $200. So this is a steal since the seat probably would have ended up in the trash. The cone filter would have never been used. And 60 bucks is nothing. I may have to drive like 3 hours into Washington again to get it, but shit, I'm game. So we might be able to get back into the game sooner than I thought, which is good because I didn't want to stop making videos. That's honestly kind of what bummed me out the most. We were really cranking it out there. Like I said, I've had the car like 4 weeks, bought it with the KA, already have the KA out, SRN, maintenance done, mods on. So when it didn't start, that really bummed me out. But so the plan is, today is Thursday night. I'm trying to let me pick it up tomorrow, but I don't think he's going to be home. So Saturday, I'll probably end up picking up the harnesses from Washington. And then I will probably start either Sunday or Monday. It's Memorial Day weekend, so I have Monday off. So that week I'll be starting on ripping out the old OEM harnesses and putting the other ones in. And then if it still doesn't start, then that's okay, because we've narrowed down that it's not the wiring. It can't possibly be the wiring. After I replace, I'm going to double check the harness that I get from the dude, but if I put that in, it still doesn't start, it's definitely not the wiring, because everything will be good. No cut wires. There's a couple cut wires on my harness, and I don't really know what it's for, but it ran with the KA, so if that doesn't work, third time in a row, it's probably going to be the igniter, the ECU, or the CAS, the crank angle sensor, one of the angle sensors that's gone bad, and I'll just replace all of those at that point. The big kick in the nuts is going to be the ECU, because I think I explained this in the previous clip that you guys probably watched, but I'm not going to buy a used ECU because half of them come dead on arrival and no returns, so probably going to end up getting a Haltech. Don't tell my wife. But probably going to get a Haltech Elite with the cheapest one they have. I think it's, I'm not even going to say the fucking price because it's half the price of the freaking show we just bought, but yeah. Those are the next steps. I'm a lot less bummed now that I know I can start cranking away on it again once I get some of those parts in. I already ordered the igniter. I can't remember if I told you guys this or not, but the igniter failed the continuity test. There's a test you can do. It failed. Some of them still work even though they fail, but just in case, if that's why I'm not getting spark, I bought a new one. So I'll put that in, we'll see if that works. I mean, it may give me spark, but I'm still not getting fuel. But anyway, nice to have peace of mind to have a new one. I may just get a new CAS as well, even though those are like $300 something to get brand new. Whatever. This is a peace of mind doing it the right way build, so obviously it's going to cost a little bit more. I'm not going to drag this video out much longer. Just sitting up here in the room and wanted to share some good news, so look forward to more content. Enjoy them. I can't talk. Enjoy the Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully you don't have to work. I say that, but some of you might not have a job. If you don't, I wish you luck. I wish you well. I hope you do find a job or a source of income. So yeah, have a good weekend. I'll be back soon.